How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the UAB Blazers Dynasty here on College Football 25. Unfortunately, as you saw in the last video, we were unable to beat Arizona, unable to make the comeback happen, and we lost. Ending the season at 13-2. The two teams we lost to this season just played in the national championship game. So Florida State played Arizona. Florida State, which I said was the best team we played all season, definitely was. They ended up winning the national championship. So congratulations to the Seminoles, but it is now time for us to get on with our lives. Stats and records, I want to look at some season stats. Daniels had a good season. 63% completion percentage, 41 touchdowns to 21 interceptions. Interceptions is a little high, but that's my fault, not his. Averaged 304 yards a game. Running the ball, Godfrey had 1,200 yards rushing and 20 touchdowns. Just an absolute beast of a running back. He is going to he's going to handle a heavier workload even more so next season, I believe. Receiving, looking at Iverson Hooks, he had 1,100 yards. Amari Thomas had 1,000 to go along with it. So our top two receivers really did their job. Jack Nickel had a sneaky 493 yards and 8 touchdowns. So looking at touchdown production, where's he at? Blum had 6. The freshman had 476 yards receiving and 6 touchdowns. It's really good production for the freshman out of Jonesboro, Georgia. Hopefully he gets a good boost this offseason. Defensively, our leading tackler was Ricky Lee III. Behind him was Bracy, Smyer, and Thomas. Tackles for loss was Hurst with 23. Hurst also had 13 sacks. He was our sack leader as well. Interceptions, Smyer had 8. Watson had 7. Thomas had 6. Kelly Jones had 6 as well. Defensive touchdowns, Javon Thomas had 4. Ricky Lee had 1. Kicking, Jonah Delange was excellent this year. 15 for 16 on field goals for a 93% completion, or 93% field goal percentage. Hit a 60-yarder and hit another one from like 58 or something like that. Went 97% on extra points, missed 2 of them. What's remarkable is that he went 4 for 5 on 50 yards or more. That's pretty insane. Punting, we don't care about. Kick returning, we didn't return one for a touchdown this year at all. So that's not all that important. So there's our season stats. Let's go over here and advance the week past the end of season. So Colby Law is down to his top 2. There you see it. We're going to look at players leaving now. Got a transfer from George Savage, and I'm not so sure I'm not just going to let him go. We can try to persuade him. He decided to stay. Well, sure, why not? The more the merrier. He might end up getting cut, which will be ironic, but all right, let's advance past this. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at draft results. Let's see if anybody got drafted. We did. We had Xavier Hill, our right guard, got drafted in the 5th round. So that's good. Love to see that. Let's go ahead and hop into the portal. Okay, so let's look at some guys that are already signed. Tim Pool, Denard Wooden, Duke Johnson, Josh Stock, Tony Neese, Emmanuel Sherador, Evan Matlock, Oscar Hicks, Calvin Haddad. So that's what we're looking at as far as that's concerned. We got some guys down here that we're also looking at, still incoming freshmen. Let's go over and look at the transfer portal. Yeah, we could get some serious help from here, I can already tell. So let's do this position by position. We got Walker White from Auburn trying to transfer in. Transfer quarterbacks they don't always work out, so I'm kind of skeptical on this, but you never know. Transfer from Memphis. Devin Hyman. Marquez Scott. Okay. I might go after Walker White just because his playing style for us is A+, and I actually know who he is because he's out of Arkansas. But he'd be a junior for us. He's probably going to end up backing up somebody. I doubt he'll start, but we'll see about that. Let's look at halfback. Cedric Irvin. Jordan Louis. And then Greg Robbins. I want to say Robbins was a guy that we were recruiting. I want to say that's true. I don't know for 100% though. Let's try to go after Cedric Irvin. Let's go ahead and go to receiver. See if we got anybody good here at receiver. Looks like we got one guy, Caden Lee. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take a look at him. Go ahead and look at one of those. Yeah, we'll look at one. Logan Blake, vertical threat from Rutgers. I don't think we're going to need anybody there. Let's look at offensive tackles. Yeah, this guy would be good. James Livingston, be the number one tackle in the portal. Let's go ahead and go hard for him. Try to get him. Todd Livings would probably be. We probably just need to look at all of these guys, to be honest. This guy had a couple abilities. We'll look at him more so than the other. Let's look at guard. Got Jerome Williams. Go ahead and look at him. And then Phil Carroll. I don't know about him. Look at center. Walt Claire Flynn. I don't know how I feel about that. 6'2", 304 power center. Let's look at D end. Lichtensteiger. Yeah, I like him for his name, if nothing else. And then Lee Agba. He's a little bit small for our team. Let's go after Lichtensteiger. Lichtensteiger. I think it's Lichtensteiger. Okay, defensive tackle. We don't need anybody at defensive tackle. We've got that position pretty much sewn up. We're going to probably look at every one of these guys. Roger Sheets, Tavares Hurd, Cetral Trout, and then Ben Bautista. I don't know about Ben Bautista. Let's not look at him. Pass coverage. Yeah, we'll look at those guys. Middle linebacker. This is a need for us, but maybe we can get another one. Corner. Got some good corners to look at, but they're man-to-man for the most part. I guess it's just going to depend. I mean, Lorenzel DeBose might be pretty good. And then Alex Shelton has quick jump. It looks like he's a slot. We can definitely look at these two. I don't know how I feel about it yet, though. Cam Hill out of Memphis. Damian Miller. And then Antonio Azelia. We can look at Cam Hill. Anybody else? We can look at Cam Hill. Alright, let's look at strong safety. Okay, now we're going to have to look at two safeties, it looks like, because anybody else on this list that they're just hiding from me? Let's look at no athletes there. Anybody in the transfer portal here? Okay. Okay, this all looks interesting. Let's go look at transfer or prospect list, see if there's anybody here that we might. Shamir Darishaw. Okay. This all looks normal. You got Ramon Santana, a quarterback that we're number one on his list for. All right, so we got some scouting to do, some things to look at. Walker White, I already kind of know what he looks like, so I don't need to scout him necessarily. I just want to go ahead and playing style is his top priority, so we're going to go ahead and visit this week with playing style as the Ramon Santana. I do want to look at 88 throw power, we could probably work with that. He's a gem, but he's got a 68 deep accuracy. That is ugly. I can't do that. Dom Hoffman, we'd love to get him, absolutely, but we'll see if we can pull that off, with brand exposure being the only real plus that we have for him. So we're going to try with some minimal effort to get him. Let's look at halfback. Cedric Irvin. Looks pretty decent. We'll actually do a week 2 visit for him. Championship contender is going to be his main focus. And then we will put in the max for him. Wide receivers, we got Archimus Childers here. This guy is really the guy that we'd rather get out of the two. Championship contender is his deal breaker, so we actually have a pretty decent chance here, I think, of getting him. And then we can, yeah. And then of course there's Caden Lee. 93 speed, 95 acceleration. This guy may be pretty good. Let's go ahead and offer him a scholarship. He can come visit next week as well. Playing style is his #1 for us. So we'll just send the house there as well. Jalen Blaylock. He can come this week, and we'll do championship contender, and we'll do 10 for him, because I think we're going to end up getting him anyway. Let's do offensive tackle. Livingston, he can come next week. Brand exposure is the one for him, and we'll do 50. This Prince Brady guy, we'll offer him a scholarship. Let's go ahead and do this, and then we can go proximity to home here. Put 10 on him. Jerome Williams, we'd love to have this guy. Let's go ahead and put as much as we can on him. It was within reason. Center, we already got Denard Wood in there, but he ain't. I'd like to get Lichtensteiger, but basically just because of his name. Outside linebacker, this is important. We're gonna have to have depth here anyway, so we're just gonna actually offer all 3 of these guys, and then I'll put like 25, 10, and 10 on them. I'm doing that because I need to look at these corners, and I actually have to scout them because I need to see what their zone coverage is. Although, I mean, 86 man is pretty good. Okay, alright, I'm sold on him. So let's go week 3. Let's not do that yet, actually. Let's just put the 50 on him. And then let's scout this guy. 86 mid. Okay, so this guy has a better zone than he does man. 95 speed tells me he's pretty good too. So let's go ahead and put... We can soft sell something. Championship contender. What if we got it right? Can you imagine? Let's do conference spotlight. Let's soft sell conference spotlight to him. See if we get that right. Free safety. Got a couple guys here, so let's offer these 2. I got 6'3" hybrid. We'll do 5 and 5. Hopefully we can get some commitment so we can get this train rolling. Let's go ahead and advance the week. I'm really excited about this year. I'm thinking we're going to be in good shape. So Hoffman, I can see it down there at the bottom of my screen. He's committed to Oklahoma. So transfer portal off-seasons. Let's go look at it. So we can go ahead and take him off the list. Walker White, this is probably our guy now. We're just going to have to go with him. So actually, looks like we can hard sell now. We've already got 2 of his interest. And then playing style, proximity to home. Okay, so it's game time maybe. It could also be pro potential. So let's do this. Let's soft sell it's game time. And then we will put 25 extra points on. Halfback, we're moving up the list there. It'd be nice to know exactly what he likes. We're just gonna stick with that. Wide receiver, we're in a very similar situation here that we were. Nothing's really changed. We've gained a little bit on him actually. We might be able to pull that one off. Caden Lee, this guy, he looks pretty good. 93 speed with some good abilities. Just stay the course there as well. Tight end Blaylock. Still didn't get the commitment from him, but I'm just gonna keep it where I got it. Prince Brady, put 10 on him just to keep the, well, oh, they gained quite a bit on us, but so did we, so we're gaining here, but I don't know if it's going to be quite enough. Let's go ahead and bump that up. We really want to get him. Jerome Williams, we could do week 3 here. Championship contender. We actually already know what he's into, so this is an even better situation for us when it comes to Jerome, because we can do hard sell here, and then we can actually put 25 more on there. And then this guy, we also know what he wants, what he likes, so we can do the same thing here. Where's it at? There it is. So we can hard sell coach's favorite. C+ on athletic facilities isn't great, but it's not going to be a detriment, I don't think. So let's go ahead and scout this guy. What's he look like? Yeah, it's pretty good, man. I mean, play rec's a little low, but I think we're going to be all right with him. Let's add 10 more to him. Outside linebackers, these are important. So Sheets probably needs to come next week. Hurd, it'd also probably be a good idea for him to come next week. What is his brand exposure? So let's go ahead and add, let's go ahead and put 50 on both of these guys. Put 50 there, and then, dang, dude, we might already have, do we have a hard sell for this guy already? Can we do that? Alright, it's TV time, and then is there another one that has both of those? It could be to the house. Let's try TV time. Let's hard sell that actually, and we'll see if it works. I'm kind of afraid to do that, but I mean, no pain, no gain. Middle linebackers, Colby Law. Probably gonna miss out on him. Let's schedule a visit for week 3. We'll do conference prestige, and then since we already know what he likes, we can just, there we go. Number 1 on the list for Dubose, gonna get a week 4 visit for him. Let's do conference prestige. Shelton, gonna do a week 4 visit for him as well. Do championship contender, or no, let's do conference prestige. So it was conference spotlight actually. So that's actually very helpful, because now we know that we can just hard sell this, and those are all great for us. So we're in good shape there. And then we'll just continue to hard sell over here, wherever it's at. There it is. We got 10 points left. So what do I want to do here? Moving up the list on both of these guys. I'll take both of these off, and then we'll put 10 on each one of them. That's what we'll do. Should see some commitments pop up this week. Let's go ahead and advance. Patrick Odenegbo got 1. Ended up losing out on some guys I didn't think we would lose out on, so that's not great, but oh well, let's go ahead and get back in there. Quarterback Walter White, we're still in it for him, but it looks like he's going to go to Arkansas. We're actually falling down his list. Is that because we guessed wrong? No, we guessed right. I I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Playing style is his #1 motivator, and we soft sold it. Maybe I can hard sell that, and I mean, I don't know what else I can do to get him to come here, so I'll hard sell. Oh, I can't hard sell, it's game time. Why can't I not hard sell it? Am I missing something, guys? Do I not know? Words most influence when choosing the correct pitch. Okay, let's back out. I'm kind of confused here. So I don't know what's going on there. It's not letting us do anything there, so it says we already have 45 points on it. Let's back out of that. There's some glitches in this game sometimes. You just kind of have to roll with it. Recruiting 0. There we go. Now hard sell. Now we can, okay, alright. So I knew I'd be able to. I just didn't know why it wasn't letting me immediately. Halfback, we got locked out of him. That's unfortunate. Wide receiver. We lost another wide receiver to stupid Arkansas. Hopefully we can get Caden Lee. I mean, sheesh, if we don't get him, I don't know. We're in trouble. We actually have plenty of wide receivers. We don't necessarily need him. Let's go ahead and seal the deal on this guy here. We'll just put 25 more on him. Ended up missing out on James Livingston. He committed to stupid Missouri. Let's go ahead and put championship contender for this guy. Go ahead and add 50 and 5. We just need bodies on the line. We're #1 for Jerome Williams. He's probably going to be our best recruit of the class. Let's go ahead and put this guy down for that. D tackles taken care of. We badly need one of these guys, and it looks like it ain't happening. Like, this recruiting cycle has not been kind to us. We need quality in the hardest way right now. Let's look at hard sells for playing time. So that's probably it right there, TV time, but it could also be starter. I'm going to go with TV time. That one's more common. I'm also going to put 50 on this Trout guy. And then middle linebacker, we missed out on Colby Law. So we missed out on several here. I mean, I don't know what else I can do on some of these guys. Like, we're doing everything we can. I'm thinking it's game day is probably it. So let's go with that. Shelton Conference Spotlight. That's all right. Joy is on here as well. Go ahead and put 10 more on him. Let's also try to get these safeties. In a pinch, a safety could play outside linebacker. I don't really want to do that. That's not my ideal situation, but I mean, if necessary. Let's go ahead and bring this guy into this week. So, all right, let's look at prospect list. We need to fill in some gaps here. Let's look at quarterback. Gonna need a quarterback of some kind. Not looking so great for us right now. Frank Ajala, that's not it. Melvin Genesee. Alex Pelshak. Let's look at this guy. See what he looks like. I want to look at quarterbacks because you never know what you might find. Like, you could just beat... No, not great. Deep accuracy is really bad, actually. So, I want to look at quarterbacks that aren't that have no offers. That's what I want to look at. Floyd Adai. All right, we'll give him a go. Moses Rowe. Sheesh. This guy's a transfer quarterback. Marquez Scott. Okay. I might need to look into him, I guess. 91 throw power. He doesn't look great. He's kind of quick, but he doesn't look great other than that. Floyd Adai. 95 acceleration is wild on a quarterback, but he's a bust. Short accuracy's good, medium accuracy's good. Acceleration's really good. I might go ahead and give him a chance. Put like 50 on him just to, you know, there's a chance that he might actually be all right. Look at 3 stars. Actually, let's look at, there might be a 4-star that snuck through the cracks here. Nope. 3 stars it is. Quarterback. What was that guy's name? Paulo? Taylor Castillas? Javier DeVito? Alex Lasco? Pete Hogue? I mean, there's plenty of them here. Tim Jolly, Carlos Trueblood, Melvin Genesee, Sergio Hawker, Chris Kane, we already looked at him. Carl Swain, might look at him. TJ Thomas. Okay, I'm going to look at these two. In fact, I'm going to take this 50 off of that and then put maybe like 25 on it. I'm going to look at these 2 quarterbacks here and then we'll move on. No, 84 throw power is not good enough. I don't even care what the rest of it says. TJ Thomas, 89 throw power. Bust. Okay. That's all I needed to see. 15, 10, and then I'll find somewhere to put this 5. There we go. All right. Let's see if we can't get some commitments in week 3 of the portal. Jamal Melton, Jerome Williams, got 2 of them, and a lot of guys we missed out on. This is not going to be a very good recruiting class, unfortunately. I mean, it's top heavy with defensive players, but our offense is not looking great right now. So Walker White, we're first on the board for him, so we might actually end up with Walker White. Which he could start for us depending on how it looks. Unfortunately, we didn't get Caden Lee. He went to Georgia. Probably going to get Blaylock. I can't imagine we don't get him. Missed out on Bandy. Did get Jerome Williams, so that's good. Probably also going to get Lichtensteiger or Stager, however you say it. Outside linebacker, we missed out on Roger Sheets. Could still get Hurd, although playing time's not good. It's not a good pitch for him, so really I think it'd be better off for us if we just sent the house. Trout, we're looking in good shape for him. Let's go ahead and do a visit. Middle linebacker, we got Nice. Missed out on quite a few cornerbacks, man. I guess we're just not a destination. You know what I mean? Like, it seems that way, at least. Let's send these 2 on. One of these guys is likely to be going to play cornerback, but we're not to that point yet. Got 20 guys so far, so we need to fill out the list here. Need to look at corners. Got one cornerback. I'd like to get more than that. Kelvin Levine, we already looked at him. Ben Fox, looked at him. Hugh Lyles. Antonio Allen. Sorry guys, this just kind of takes a while. Hugh Lyles, let's look at him. You know what? I don't want to go back to this list and have to sort it all over again, so let's be careful there. Sort by intentions here. Alfonso Washington, let's look at him. 4 stars. We got any 4 stars on this list that want to come here? They're all signed so far. 3 star. Got an athlete, Sergio Hawker. Cornell Liggins. Patrick Kaufman. Ben Fox. I think Levine we've already looked at. Salisi O. Rashawn McLeod. Velma. Diego. Okay. James Iglesias. James Iglesias. Okay. Alright, let's look at these guys that we just put on this list. So, wide receiver. He's a gem. Why didn't I go after him? 6'4", 207. Go ahead and offer him a scholarship. Put 50 on him. I can't remember why I didn't go after him, but I didn't. So, look at halfback. We got Alfonso Washington here. He looks like he might be alright. Put a scholarship on him. Give him the max. Let's go quarterback. Hawker. Gold field general is pretty wild. I'll go ahead and offer him a scholarship. Put the max on him as well. Got 3 guys that don't have a scholarship yet. So Lyles, Hugh Lyles. Zone coverage is a 59. He can't play for me. Kaufman. 82 catch is pretty good, but his blocking's awful. Ben Fox. 84 speed, that's too slow. Okay. Going through this slow, guys, but you know we gotta look at every avenue here. So 3 stars. Let's go ahead and look at strong safety. Do we have any? No, there's okay. Free safety, probably gonna be good there. Cornerback, I think I just looked at the ones that were even available. We could look at Richard Hogue and maybe like Gideon Ybarra. Outside linebacker, I don't think there is any outside linebacker. Oh, there is one. Jake Thurber, we know he can't play worth a lick. Middle linebacker. The athletic ones I'm willing to look at. So these 2 guys there. Okay, let's look at these guys. Let's look at Hogue. 85 speed. Dude, that's just slow. His zone's not even good. Not worth it. Ybarra. Okay, zones. He's not going to start, so I got to think about it that way. 88 speed. He's a bust too. I mean, from a scholarship. Landry, 84 tackle. Okay, this guy's pretty good. Let's go ahead and offer him a scholarship. Medrano. This guy's really good. Okay, so we've got some people to look at the very end here. We can't have him visit, but we can put 50, and then we can also do the same thing here. And then outside linebacker, we're good there. Cornerback, I'm gonna give Ybarra a little bit of attention. Put 10 there, and then I think there was one other guy, one other place. We'll just send the house for a die. So that's what we'll do. And then we'll advance it and we'll see what we're looking at. All right. Fingers crossed. Maybe we can get a backup quarterback. He may start for us. We never know. He could be that good. Walker White. There he is. Quarterback out of Little Rock, Arkansas. Tavares Hurd. Blaine Lichtensteger. Damon Miller. Alfonso Washington. Sergio Hawker. James Iglesias. A lot of guys committed there at the very end. Iglesias could be pretty good. He may not play receiver for us, but I guess we'll find out. Let's look at signing day, see where we land here. So quarterback, we got Walker White, Floyd Adai, and Sergio Hawker, all three of them. They were all busts. Star dev trait for Walker White, normal for the other two. Halfback, Alfonso Washington. Wide receiver, James Iglesias. He has impact dev, so that's great. Impact dev for Jalen Blaylock. Haddad has impact as well. Patrick Abendigo has impact. Jerome Williams has impact. Denard Wooden has star dev trait. Poole has impact. Matlock has star. Lichtensteiger has normal. Sheridor has impact. Duke Johnson has impact. Hurd has normal. Trout doesn't matter. We didn't sign him. Middle linebacker Tony Nese has star. Carl Landry and Madrano both we didn't get, so it doesn't matter. Cornerback, we ended up missing out on Ybarra, but Josh Stock is a star in the making. Free safety, we got all of these guys. We got Oster Hicks, Cam Hill, and Damon Miller. Damon Miller is the only one out of all of them that has impact dev. No kickers, no strong safeties. We did get a punter in Jamal Melton. This puts us, let's look at our class, where we rank here. I'm guessing we're going to be like in the high 20s. Well, we're not even, we're 37th, so not a very good recruiting class. Walker White was the top recruit for us, and he was a transfer quarterback. So let's go to position changes. Let's see what we're looking at here. Quarterback situation, Ricky Van Buren's best one right now, that's for sure. Halfback, Godfrey, of course. We already knew that. Looks like Alfonso Washington wasn't a horrible pickup. He's probably going to redshirt this season, but he could see some playing time at some point. No fullbacks. Wide receivers, Thomas, Hooks, Shanks to top it off with Blum and Slaughter right behind them. I'm thinking that we're going to see some serious jumps. I do want to make one move. We're going to put Lee Beebe Jr. back at running back where he belongs. That puts him at the very top of the running back list, but I got a feeling with some training, he'll, see, he's got his ratings back now as well. He has 16 points to invest, so Lee Beebe Jr. could be very, very, very good next season. I wonder if this is kind of something I just thought about. I don't know if I can I move him back now? See, there's a little bit of a trick to this. I'm afraid to do it too much, but I will try it one time. You can move these guys around. Like if I put him at slot, he's a 70. I don't want to move him around and have it glitch out again. We're going to put BB back at halfback. I don't think he'll start anyway. I think Godfrey's pretty much got that position tied up. Wide receiver, we're going to keep all those guys the same. Tight end, this tight end room's not likely to change, so let's just keep it the way it is. Left tackle, left guard, center, right guard. Okay, this will change. So we're going to move this guy over to left tackle. And that puts this way. Okay, left guard, center, right guard, right tackle. Okay, we'll move this guy over to left guard. So maybe I'm wrong here. Okay, move this guy over to... No, not that guy. You gotta be careful in this game sometimes. If you don't... It tries to move the wrong people. Let's put him at left guard. And then move this over. Yeah, this guy right here can go to left tackle. CJ Downing. Not great overall, if we're being honest. Waller can stay there. This looks good. Matlock looks like he's going to be real good. Defensive tackle looks like it's going to be awesome. Daryl Ramsey as a speed rusher just looks insane. Any of these guys have any coverage at all? No, they don't, do they? None of these guys have any kind of coverage skills. That's unfortunate. All right, left outside linebacker, Charlie Good. That's not great. Middle linebacker, Gregory Woodard. Right outside linebacker. Okay, so Tavares Hurd, he's not going to get any boost. Zach Van Zant, he's unlikely to as well. I'm going to put this guy over here at... I'm not sure now. Maybe middle linebacker. Let's put Tavares Hurd at middle linebacker. And I'm going to move Robert Woodard Jr. over to left and hope that he gets better. Just going to hope he gets a little bit better there. Cornerback, Watson, Thomas, Jones, Stock. Stock looks good. He looks like he's going to be really good in the future for us. Can he play any other positions? Not really. He's got that team player badge, so that's why I wanted to know. He's really, really, really quick. Free safety, this looks good. Strong safety. Let's move. Jordan Bullocks. He has a... Man, that's really good. He ain't going to play this season, though, if he's there. That's for sure. Strong safety. I might move him over to strong safety. Yeah, I think I am. I'm going to move him over to strong safety. It ain't going to... I don't think it's going to affect much, but... yeah, he's still got the same abilities and everything, but I think he's better there. Delange, Melton... Okay, now we can look at our athletes. So we've got a lot of athletes to look at here. Floyd Adai, Sergio Hawker, James Iglesias, Jalen Blaylock. He's got a lot of positions he can play. Lord. Possession tight end is just one of them. He's pretty fast for a tight end, though. He might be pretty good as a... What did it look like again? Let's look at him. 84, 83, 84. Catching's pretty good. Okay, catching traffic's decent too. His blocking is kind of suspect. Tackling's really good at an 86. Hit power is pretty good too. Block shedding's What's his coverage look like? 63 zone coverage is a little bit of a liability. Because I kind of want to put him at outside linebacker. In fact, I think I might. Yeah, I think I am. I'm going to put him at left outside linebacker, actually. Because I don't need a tight end, really. I got plenty of those. Floyd Adai, looks like he's a scrambling quarterback. I'll just put him there. That's where he belongs. Let's go look at Sergio Hawker. He's a receiving back at the moment, is what it looks like. a vertical threat, and a physical receiver. He doesn't. He has normal dev, so it's like there's no real point in putting him anywhere. 80 speed, 91 acceleration, 90 agility. So like that's weird. Deep accuracies. It's not great. Looks like he's a quarterback, but I'm not all that happy about it. Now I've got 5 quarterbacks, and I didn't really need them. Denard Wooden. I knew he'd be better. I just knew that was going to happen. Like, he's a pretty good rusher, actually. But I'm going to put him on the offensive line as a right guard, I think. Let me look at right guard now. He might not need to be at right guard. I'm actually thinking I'm probably going to put him at center. That or I'm going to move. I might move Levitri over to center. No, he goes down quite a bit if I do that. Denard Wooden. As a guard, having that speed's going to be good, actually. So I'd kind of rather him be a guard. Let's put Odin Egbo at center instead. We'll keep him at guard. That might work out all right. All right, got one more athlete. It's James Iglesias. Now, this is the one I wasn't 100% sure about where to put him. 6'4", 207. See, I got options here. I'm still thinking he's probably... Yeah, I'm just going to put him at wide receiver. I mean, that's the best place for him. Let's look here. Got 8 wide receivers. I'd rather have 10 at all times, really. Let's look at some halfbacks. Alfonso Washington, he might be able to play receiver. He'd be a slot receiver. That wouldn't really do me much good now, would it? Carlson, Jowers. Jowers is a power back. He ain't. Okay, corner. Do I have a cornerback that can play receiver? Enrique Quick. No, that wouldn't work. Miles, maybe? No. Although he's a much better... Actually, I might have found something here. Let me put... I'd like to have another couple receivers, really. That's a little light on the receiver front, but I mean... I guess it's not really the end of the world. Oscar Hicks is kind of lowly, isn't he? I thought he'd be better than what he is. He was supposed to be a gem. Makes me kind of wonder if I shouldn't put Bullocks at receiver. I think I am. I'm going to put Bullocks back at receiver. So that puts me at 9. I really would like to have 10, but Bullocks being back at receiver makes me feel a little bit better about this situation here. Let's go ahead and look at his ratings. Yeah, he can get a little bit better for sure. So I'm not 100%. I'm not really all that upset about this. So, all right, this is the most important situation right here. Is my coach abilities. This is not where I wanted it to be. I wanted to be at motivator, and I'm not. I'm as a tactician. So I've got a lot of motivating that I can do, but I don't have the what is it called? Static ability or the perk, the active perk. I would love to have grow together right now because I would gain a bunch of XP when everybody moves up, but that's not what's about to happen. So, oh well. Let's go ahead and advance the day and see how much training happens. Well, I got 9,000 out of it still, so that's quite good. Let's look at training results. Well, so Ricky Van Buren only goes up to an 81. This is interesting to me. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about this. So we got a real situation on our hands. I don't know who's going to be the starting quarterback. It's probably going to be Ricky Van Buren, but it could be Walker White. We'll have to go and look at that. Halfback, BB Jr. is an 85 overall. Godfrey's an 82. And Godfrey's still going to be my go-to, no matter what. He's got 93 speed at this point. That's just too good to let loose. But having BB Jr. means that I can put him back in situations where he can catch the ball. He caught the ball way better than anybody else. 79 catch is excellent for a running back. So that's kind of what I wanted. We've got Thomas, Hooks, Slaughter, and Blum. So that's, dude, Amari Thomas has platinum sure hands now. 99 catch in traffic. Like, whew, he's going to be hard to stop. All these guys look like they got a little bit better. Even Bullock's got better. Moved him back over to receiver. Tight end, Nickel got better. Moser got better. Sively, who actually starts over Moser. So, that looks good. All that looks good. Left tackle, 84 overall. Guard, 79. Center is a 60 and a 60. So we got a decision to make here, but it'll probably go to the guy with the badge. Right guard, that's not looking great. Right tackle, yeah. Let's look at this from a different perspective. Actually, let's go over to the view roster. Yeah, this is the situation we're looking at right now. I'm not sure who to go with. I kind of think if I go with Walker White, his deep throw accuracy is awful. I can't go with him. Like, 100% cannot be him. The deep throw accuracy is just not going to be good enough. I mean, I don't throw the ball deep a whole lot, but I do throw it deep enough. I'd like to put, Carlos Hepburn, or Hepburn would be nice to put out there, actually. He's got elite dev. Ooh, we might have a quarterback controversy after all. Elite dev on a redshirt freshman quarterback who has headstrong and road dog. And he's got some wheels to him, 85 speed. Fetu choice. He has star dev. I think Carlos Hepburn might actually end up being the quarterback. We'll make that decision later. Halfback, we put BB Jr. back at his rightful spot at halfback after a year at receiver where he didn't see a single catch. Godfrey's still going to start, but BB Jr. can spell him. Fullback, not important. Wide receiver. Yeah, Thomas is definitely our go-to guy with Hooks right behind him. Slaughter and Blum behind him makes sense. And then Shanks and Corey Milner, both of those guys, it makes sense where they're at. Tight end, yeah, that's good. Tackle, 84. Guard, 79. Center, 80 and an 80. Guard, Jerome Williams is going to start out of the portal. Right tackle, 81. Left end, Emmanuel Waller. Right end is Darrell Hurst, same as last year. Defensive tackle is going to be Derek Shepard and Myquan Merriweather. Left outside linebacker, either Harris or Woodard. I'm leaning towards Woodard, but Harris does have an ability, so we'll see how that goes. His awareness is also much better, so we'll just have to see on that one. Middle linebacker, Gregory or Sermons. I might go with Sermons because of the 90 speed. That's kind of impressive. Looks like play rec is what's keeping him down. He has a much better zone and man coverage as well. This is a converted safety, I'm pretty sure. Right outside linebacker is still going to be Rossell Jr. Cornerbacks, this is the same bunch it's been for a minute now. So, free safety, Bracey, and strong safety, Ricky Lee III. Kicking, Delange is still our kicker with much better accuracy than he used to have. Next season, we'll see Spencer Washington take the field. Punting, yeah, we got a new punter. Hopefully we don't have to use him a whole lot. Let's go ahead and look at coach abilities real quick. Let's see what we got here. What can I do? I can make my O-line a little bit better. Make my running backs quite a bit better. What about motivator? Huh. I don't really know if this matters a whole lot. What about recruiting? You know what? I'll make these decisions in the preseason video. Let's go ahead and advance the week. Okay, we got to encourage some transfers here. We've got to cut 6 guys, so let's start at quarterback. Playing time? Brother, you ain't going to see the field. Let's go ahead and cut him. He's not seeing the field. Halfback, Sally's unlikely to ever see the field as well. Let's cut him. Fullback doesn't matter. Receiver, I'm not cutting any of those guys. Tight end, no. No. Yeah, probably can cut him. Nope. Yeah, I could probably get away with that. No. No. I could definitely cut somebody here. Just depends on who I want it to be. Yeah, well. Yeah, I can cut Mosley. Let's do right in. Don't want to cut anybody there. I don't think Good's going to see the field. So let's cut him. And that's it. That's all we have to cut. I wasn't really looking. I just kind of cut a bunch of people. But I think that's how I wanted it anyway. So 85 people on the roster. I'm not going to change custom conferences. I'm just going to advance to the next week. And we'll be in the preseason, and I will let you guys go for the off-season video. All right, here we are. We're preseason number 2 in the country. Hopefully we can have a better 2026 than a 2025. I mean, I say that. I'm still hurting from that loss in the quarterfinals to Arizona. I feel like we should have won that game, and we just pretty much just blew it. So there we are. I'll see you guys in the preseason video.